Good morning. This is All India Radio, Kohima. The morning news read by Ketoleno. The nation is celebrating 71st Constitution Day or Samvidhan Divas across the country today. The day is also known as National Law Day and commemorates the adoption of the Constitution in India. On 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of the country formally adopted the Constitution, which came into force on 26 January 1950. The day is celebrated to promote values of the Constitution among citizens and also as a mark of tribute to India's first Law Minister, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who also played a pivotal role in drafting the Constitution. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reading the preamble of the Constitution of India at 11 a.m. as a part of Constitution Day celebrations to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. A Deputy Commissioner level meeting between Mokokchung District, Nagaland and Jorhat District, Assam was held at the Conference Hall of Circuit House, Jorhat yesterday. The meeting was held behind closed doors to deliberate on the prevailing border dispute between Nagaland and Assam. Mokokchung Deputy Commissioner Limawapang Jamir, briefing media persons on the outcome of the meeting, said that though there were no concrete conclusions made, both the administration have come to an agreement to settle the dispute at the earliest, while also urging the public that they should also understand the sensitivity of the situation and refrain from further escalating the tension of the affected areas. The DC of Jorhat, Roshni Aparanji Korati, also added that the pending decision with the Supreme Court on the matter will hopefully come to a conclusion sooner than later. Argentina soccer legend Diego Maradona died of a heart attack yesterday. He was 60. Maradona had recently battled health issues and underwent emergency surgery for a subdural hematoma, which is an accumulation of blood between a membrane and brain. Union Home Ministry has issued an order with guidelines for surveillance, containment and caution, which will be effective from this 1st December and remain in force up to 31st December 2020. The main focus of the guidelines is to consolidate the substantial gains that have been achieved against the spread of COVID-19, which is visible in the steady decline in the number of active cases in the country. Further, keeping in view the recent spike in new cases in few states and UTs, it has been emphasized that there is a need to maintain caution and strictly follow the prescribed containment strategy. Local district, police and municipal authorities shall be responsible to ensure that the prescribed containment measures are strictly followed. States and UTs, based on their assessment of the situation, may impose local restrictions with a view to contain the spread of COVID-19. According to the guidelines, states and UTs must ensure careful demarcation of containment zones by the district authorities at the micro level, taking into consideration the guidelines prescribed by Health Ministry in this regard. The list of containment zones will be notified on the websites by the respective district collectors and by the states and UTs. Nagaland government has issued revised Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) for returnees and travelers entering the state, which has come into immediate effect. The notification to this effect was issued by Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, Home Department, yesterday. It said that there shall not be any restriction on the entry of returnees and travelers into the state by flight, train or road at any entry point, except the normal inner line permit restrictions wherever applicable or any restrictions imposed for the time being on law and order grounds by the competent authorities. As per the revised SOP, it is mandatory for every returnee or inbound traveler to install and register in the N-COVID Nagaland Visitors app and Arogya Setu before entering Nagaland. It said that every returnee will be required to submit self-declaration form, and for those opting for home quarantine and undertaking for home quarantine. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps: wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. With that, we come to the end of morning news. Have a nice day.